tell us where we're headed.
We're headed down to our 4th precinct. It houses our precinct lieutenant, our community engagement, our training unit, and our defensive tactical facility. I have a couple new officers that are finishing up our training program. We have a very long training program. We started off with 8. I'm ending up with 3. And most of them self-drop because they just realize that this isn't what's for them. They're not able to go into a situation and handle it. They're not able to calm people down. And, you know, I want only the best on the road. So if I have to sacrifice 5 people, then that's exactly what we're going to do.
Okay. Well, who's your boss?
Mayor.
Is she?
Mayor Boulay and CAO Rachel Gatto.
So I heard Mayor is pretty tough.
I'd say she's tough. I'd say she's fair. She has high expectations for her staff.
Okay. Okay, that's fair. Have you had your evaluation yet?
I have not.
When is that due?
Well, now that I've been named permanent chief, they have a year to decide whether or not they want to allow me to retain this position. Okay. So a year from the day that she signed the paperwork appointing me as permanent chief.
Okay. Boss's Day is October 16th.
Thank you.
That's a good reminder. That's a good reminder. Are we going to stop for donuts on the way?
I'm not stopping for donuts.
No, you eat donuts?
I do not.
No? You get donuts for your team?
No, I'll go get some kolaches.
Kolaches. All right. So tell us about precincts. You have 5 of them. What's different about them?
So generally we had captains running the precincts and I had lieutenants running the shifts. And what I wanted to do is have a more senior person running the patrol shifts. So I switched them out. I put the captains running a whole shift. So you have a captain 24/7 running the city. Never have to worry about seniority. Okay. But what the captains were doing was community relations, and it was so successful, I didn't want to get rid of that. So I put out precinct lieutenants. They're called community engagement lieutenants. So your lieutenant is your interface. Okay. So if you're having some issues anywhere in the city in reference to car burglaries, house burglaries, trash in somebody's yard, an abandoned vehicle, you can go straight to that precinct lieutenant who will directly interface with all facets of the police department to help solve your problem. So they're somewhat local. They're a familiar face in that particular precinct. They go to the coterie meetings. They go to all of the neighborhood meetings. We put them out everywhere. I tell them that if somebody calls you, I expect you to go see them.
This is who we wanted to meet.
This is Al.
Lieutenant Trouard, it's nice to meet you, Al Patin. So this is your neighborhood. Yes. This is your space.
This is my neighborhood.
What's the most common calls you get during the day?
Common calls are people that's out on property that they don't belong on. Okay. Shopliftings, of course. And then we do a lot of traffic crashes. Okay. Thefts is
right here in this 4 corner here?
All over this precinct. This precinct is busy.
So how do you break out precincts? You have 5 of them.
Population.
It's strictly population.
Yeah, we thought for a while to do them by boundaries for the council districts, but the council districts, some of them are spread out all throughout town, so I can't keep my guys centered in one area. Like the Councilman Boudreaux's, it goes from north all the way down to Merchants Boulevard on the south, so I couldn't keep my guys concentrated. Okay. So we went and did a population check about, I don't know, 7-8 years ago and kind of broke it down into pieces. And these were previously zones. We just came in and carved out precincts out of it. And each officer within that precinct works a specific zone.
Tell me sizes, numbers of people. So numbers of officers, do you base them on precinct or you just full department?
So full department, we are allocated 310. I'm funded at 301.
301.
So right now I stay between 285 and 289, depending on who's here and who's not. Okay. So between 15 and 19 openings. My goal, of course, is to fill all of them. Okay.
Tell us what goes on here, how many people rotate through here, and why is this unique?
Well, it's a training division. It's strictly to do the training stuff. We keep our new recruits out here away from the station. We can come host classes out here. It's close to the thruway. We have a big gym next door. We have a firearm simulator next door. It kind of gets them away from the PD and out of that limelight to relax and be able to do all their training.
Can I put a vest on?
Sure. Really? So we have 3 training sites. You have the firearms facility that has a training site. You have the PD that has a training site, the defensive tactics.
They're heavy.
Yes.
Wow. Probably 12 pounds.
And you'll see here below it, all that also goes on.
Okay. I'm not going to put the
along with the radio and all their other equipment.
This is important.
Correct. And you notice what's right there. Camera.
Body camera.
Body camera. Somebody pulls out a taser, it activates. I activate my taser, your body camera activates. He activates his body camera, his lights on his car, everything activates. Okay. So the first thing we do when somebody says, hey, your officer did, I'm like, stop, tell me a time and date. And we go look right at it.
Every officer has this?
Every single officer. Okay. Anybody wearing a uniform has it. So you want to know how to best train your people? Scenario
Put them
based.
in a position.
When we get them out of the academy, they do another 8 to 9 week initial phase training. And one day of that week, every week, is nothing but live scenarios, live role player scenarios. When your weapons come out, they actually fire with air. It feels like you're shooting a weapon. Your taser will work, your pepper spray will work. We have everything on here.
Okay.
And we can start training our people in scenario-based training.
So this is onboarding, maybe initial onboarding of new officers. Do you do it annually?
Yeah, we sure do. Officers love to come in here and try it. And we can change the scenario so it's not the same scenario each and every time. And yes, the mayor, president, and the CAO have both been in here using it.
How'd you do?
The mayor did well. CAO, she's dangerous.
Really?
Good
Really?
grief, yes.
What are you most proud of so far? Almost 18 months in. What are you most proud of getting done?
I think the stability of the department. When I first started, I had 82 things that I wanted to complete. But I thought would stabilize the department. I made a checklist of 82 things.
Wow.
I don't say me because I have a great team. We finished the last one about 2 weeks ago with the patrol restructure. So it basically solidified the department. I have more people on patrol. We changed the way that we recruit. We just changed the way that we operate. And, trying to get better equipment, trying to get better technology. I worry about the morale of the police department. I want to make sure the officers are getting what they need to do the job.
One word answer. Is Lafayette a safe city?
Absolutely.
It's good to hear.